Hello and welcome to another Tech Articles. In today's article, I want to discuss sending notifications from your SureCart store and also from support portal for SureCart by SurelyWP to your Alexa device. We will be using Notify Me to do this. I've already recorded a video on Notify Me. It should already be on the channel. This will show you how to connect Notify Me to your account, and then we will use the API key they give you to process what we need to do. And Support Portal for SureCart is a ticket system made by SurelyWP to sit inside your SureCart dashboard so your customers can submit support tickets, etc. And although it doesn't have direct webhook integration built in to it, it does have action triggers, and I've created a Fluent snippet to deal with those action triggers and allow you to send those notifications, which will be in the description below. And that will allow you to send an action trigger in the case of my example on submission of a new support ticket form and on reply to a ticket. So the first thing we're going to do is head over to Fluent Snippets and talk you through the snippets that I've got on there. The first one is this one, which I'll discuss a little bit more later. And this is one that converts currency into pounds and cents, or pounds and pence, or dollars and cents, or euros and cents. Because SureCart gives you whole numbers. So for £79 or $79, you'd get 7900 rather than 79.00. So I wanted to be able to send that out. So I have created a snippet for it. Again, that will be in the link below. And the next one is what I've called notification hook. And this just deals with our ad actions from SureelyWP. And they trigger these webhooks, which I've already populated. And you think to get this to work for your store, you'll need to change the webhook address that is here and the webhook address that is here to your own webhooks. And then it sends that data to the webhook, which then will trigger your Amazon device. So I've got a demo store all set up here. And what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go through FlowMattic. I'm going to show you a SureCart one and a support portal one first, because they are slightly differ in the complexities. I'll start with a new support ticket first, which I will open up, and then I'm going to activate this, which will reload the page, and I'm going to turn this on, and this will just, with a bit of luck, hide my API key so you don't all notify my Amazon Alexa. So it's a simple webhook trigger, and then we've got an API post here to an API endpoint of Notify Me, and this is for your installed skill. You don't need to send an authentication as a traditional header. You send it as a parameter with the term access code, and you just put your notification in with your notification. And in this case, my notification is very simple: new support ticket titled, and then this comes directly from the webhook support from SurelyWP's support portal. And if we go back up to the webhook here, you'll see, if I look at the response data, here is the title. So this is what it would send. So it's a very simple workflow. Because of how that do action works, and because of what we're sending is just a title. You might not even want to send a title. You might just want to notify that you've got a support ticket. You could then literally just use the webhook as a trigger and immediately just say new support ticket. And that is quite simply how that one works. So we're now going to go to the SureCart one, which is slightly more complicated, but not because SureCart's more complicated, just because of the way it works. We're using a native SureCart trigger here in FlowMattic, On purchase created, it will activate this trigger. We then extract some JSON from this trigger's data. So if I show you the response data down here, there is a JSON with a load of data in it, and we want that data separated. I've just got to find it, and here it is. These are the line items, and we want all this data out into individual items so that we can action with it. So if we scroll down here, you can see all of the different items that are included within that JSON, and we wanted a few of them. So we've separated them out into individual variables so that we can pull them out. We then run one of those individual variables, which is the total sale price, through our currency converter, and amounts into cents, and we put the amount in and it gives us a value. And in this case, I had 0 go in, so 0 comes out. And that will be the case in this demo as well, because I'll be using a code to make sure it goes through. And then we send an API response, which I'm just going to activate our blur. And that should be done. And now we have our access code and a response here saying another sale on Demo Store for pounds ka-ching. Sometimes I have noticed with Notify Me, it struggles with decimal points. Sometimes it seems to accept them, other times it doesn't. I would probably need to look at how we return this, and maybe you want to return whole numbers only. I do seem to get issues in that respect, but it doesn't matter. It will, you'll still see and hear the results at the end. So there are processes are FlowMattic flows, and they're actually not complicated flows. And although I'm using FlowMattic here, almost all automation tools have some form of API interface now. And my understanding from reading Notify Me's documentation is it's actually really not fussy. So you might even be able to do it with a webhook rather than an API even. But I've decided to set it up properly and run it as it should be, and so that's how that will work. So I'm going to close that one down and leave this one open for now. So the next thing for me to do is to show you them in action, and I'm going to do that using a capture card and my iPad. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use another add-on from SurelyWP, which isn't for sale anymore, but it does come in toolkit for SureCart, and that is User Switcher. And it will allow me to switch users so that I can test out the experience. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to head back to my store, and I'm going to go to, before I turn this off, just turn that off, and I'm going to go to SureCart, and I'm going to go to customers, and I'm going to open this user here. I'm going to switch to this user, and then I should be in my order portal, which I am. So the first thing I'm going to do is go to support portal. I'm going to request some support. I'm going to select an order that I've made on this store, and I'm going to start with test 002. I'm going to select the product it's about. I'm going to put urgent. Doesn't work. I can't get this product to work. And I'm going to push submit. Now what's happening in the back end here is it's firing our webhook, and we should get a notification within Alexa, and we've got a chat in place here. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to head back to my demo store as me, as the admin, and I'm back into my store here. And now what I'm going to do is, all being well, I'm going to open up my iPad. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to open this up, and you should be able to see this on the screen in a second. I'm just going to turn the volume up so hopefully you can hear this. It says I have one new notification. Alexa, what are my notifications?
One new notification from Notify Me. New support ticket titled, Urgent Doesn't Work.
So there's our support ticket. So I'm going to go back to our screen. And now I'm going to go to support tickets as the admin of the site, or a store open, and look for tickets. And I've got a new ticket here. Oh, urgent, it doesn't work. I'm going to log in and I'm going to send a reply. And actually you can see that. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try and do something different and bring up a small version of Alexa. That works.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
I'm going to push reply. And I have now got a notification. I can hear it come in. One new device notification. What are my notifications?
One new notification from Notify Me. New support update, ticket number 2.
Ticket number 2, new update. So you can see I have those notifications, and this is all using that workflow that we've just done. So again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to products, and I'm going to select this product here. And all I'm doing here is grabbing a link so that when I go back to the front as my client or as my customer, I can then buy this product and get a notification on Alexa. So for now, I'm just going to drop the screen share from the iPad just so that you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to grab the product item here. That's gone to my clipboard. I'm now going to go back to customer. I'm going to select me again. We can see I'm back into my support portal here. So now if I open up a new tab, according to the machine, I should be and here I am buying it as me. So let's type in here, get free stuff. Doesn't matter what goes in here. We want to purchase that. And I don't know if you heard that. I've had a notification via Alexa. And I've had an email from my store. So now I'm going to turn back on the full screen share. I'm going to push here and I'm going to listen to this notification. What are my notifications?
One new notification from Notify Me. Another sale on Demo Store for unsupported operand types. String, int pounds, Kerching.
And there we go. It didn't like the decimal point again. I will see if I can fix that and work out how to send data. Maybe I need to encode it. But that, in principle, that's how it works. You can see I get a message whenever there's a sale to my Alexa, and in practice, it probably doesn't matter. And the reality is you're probably not going to want your Alexa to go off every single time you have a sale, particularly if you've got a busy shop. But I do think it's got uses when it's linked to things like the support portal, and it's also got uses beyond SureCart and beyond support portal, in that with this skill you could get notifications for all sorts of things that you may not have thought of. For example, I have one set up that lets me know when there is downtime via better uptime for certain sites of mine. It will, during business hours, it will alert the Alexa to that downtime, and it will be a notification available to me to listen. So yeah, this video has been really about showing you what the things you can do by linking stuff together using an automation tool. good automation tools like FlowMattic are really useful to your workflow. They allow you to do a lot that you couldn't normally do. And as I say, in this case, I've used FlowMattic. I know Pably will be supported by it. I believe you need a higher plan in Sure triggers to do this sort of thing. I might be wrong, but I believe API. I'm sure when I tested Sure triggers, you couldn't get access to the API unless you had one of their higher plans. But I know Pably does. I'm sure Zapier does. Make as well. I recommend FlowMattic. It sits in your WordPress dashboard. It's triggered by your WordPress interactions. It is brilliant for this sort of thing. It's definitely a good little WordPress plugin to have in your toolkit. And yeah, SurelyWP are still having a Black Friday Cyber Monday deal, and they do have lifetime deals on their products. Toolkit contains the user switcher I just used, and the other plugin that I've used in this particular video is Support Portal. And these are not the only actions that they have available for Support Portal, but they're the two that I've chosen to use during this video. There is an affiliate link in the description. It doesn't cost you any more, but it does do good things for the channel. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if there's something you would like a video on, please do leave it in the comments. Thank you very much.